I'm not kidding you when I tell you I kept my head in the Bible during that time, amongst other things. And I'm reminded of a scripture. 1 Corinthians 9:27, it says, I discipline my body like an athlete, trained to do what it should. That scripture was my anchor because this wasn't just about weight. It was about self-mastery. And when you can master yourself, you can master life. My life has changed so much in so many ways, and that's part of it. Weight loss is not a body battle. You're not in a battle with your bodies. It's a mind and a spiritual thing. And when you win it on the inside, the outside has no choice but to follow. And that's what led me to my success. Welcome to Win Win With Gwen, hosted by Gwendolyn Shores, author, inspirational speaker, transformational coach, and CEO of Minds Above Matters. This is the podcast where your dreams ignite, limits shatter, and action leads to the life that you deserve. Your breakthrough starts here. Let me ask you something. What's heavier, 80 pounds of fat or 80 pounds of big weight? I carry both, and the truth is, one nearly killed me. But I made this decision. I made a decision that changed everything, and today I want to share it with you. I want to share with you how I lost 80 pounds in 2 years without shortcuts and without losing myself in the process. Welcome back, guys, to another amazing episode of Win Win with Gwen, and I am your host, Transformational Coach Gwendolyn Shores, author of the book Get Beat to Get Better, Get Yours Today, as well as an award-winning inspirational speaker and a sister in the fight for healing and growth. Today's episode is deeply personal because I know somebody listening right now is struggling, maybe with weight, maybe with self-discipline, maybe with just believing that transformation is even. Well, I'm here to tell you guys that it is possible for you to transform your body. Now, before I give you all the ins and outs of how I did that, I want you to give yourself a high five because you pressed play, and not everybody's pressing play. You're here to take the first step to transform, and transformation is all about facing the truth, and you just did by sticking around. I want to share with you how I started this journey in lost weight. Well, 2 years ago, I was tired. I kid you not, I was sick and tired of the pain, tired of buying clothes that didn't fit, tired of hiding in pictures like putting my hand where you couldn't see my stomach or putting people in front of me. You know what I'm talking about. Let's be real. I was tired of making promises to myself that I didn't keep. I decided enough was finally enough, and I started small. I didn't start big. I finally learned how to start small. I started walking short distances for short amounts of time. Then I increased because I wanted to get off of that couch. And I started drinking water instead of sodas. I started saying no to excuses. And trust me, I had a lot of excuses. I had more excuses than I had reasons to get up off the couch. But step by step, pound by pound, choice by choice, I lost 80 pounds. But what I really gained was confidence, energy, and a new respect for myself. I'm not kidding you when I tell you I kept my head in the Bible amongst other things. And I'm reminded of a scripture. 1 Corinthians 9:27, it says, I discipline my body like an athlete, trained to do what it should. That scripture was my anchor because this wasn't just about weight. It was about self-mastery. And when you can master yourself, you can master life. My life has changed so much in so many ways, and that's part of it. Weight loss is not a body battle. You're not in a battle with your bodies. It's a mind and a spiritual thing. And when you win it on the inside, the outside has no choice but to follow. And that's what led me to my success. Let me give you the exact framework that works for me. And it may work for you. You may even have another method. That's okay. We all have different ways of losing weight. But maybe this can help you too, okay? I call this method my L.I.F.T method because weight loss is about lifting your life. So the L inside of the acronym L.I.F.T stands for lifestyle over quick fixing. No crash diets, not anymore. I made small daily changes that I could actually keep up with and keep maintaining. Then there was the I. I found inner healing. I had to face the emotional eating, stress, pain that made me run for food. I had to face those things, honey. Then there's the F. I had to have faith for prayer and scripture carried me when my willpower was weak. Now, the T inside of the acronym stands for tenacity because consistency beats intensity every single time. It wasn't about being perfect. It was about not quitting. You cannot give up. Every time you fail, every time you eat that food that you're not supposed to eat, get back up. Every time you fail to go walking or exercise, make the next day your best day. So let me ask you a question. What's the weight you're carrying that's heavier than the past? Is it shame? Is it disappointment? Is it excuses? Drop it in the comments. I want to hear the truth. I want to hear your truth because naming it is the first step in freeing yourself. I had to name that thing that was keeping me over. And my biggest thing was excuses. I always had a good one. Family, if I can lose 80 pounds in 2 years, you can too. Not because I'm special, but because God is faith. Discipline works and healing is possible. The scale may measure your pounds. Yeah, it'll tell you what you weigh, but it will never measure your worth. It can never tell you your worth. You are valued right now. And every step you take towards better health is a step towards honoring the gift of true transformation. It's not about losing weight. It's more so about finding yourself. So that's why it's important to ask the questions about what's causing you to overeat or not eat properly. Yeah. If this episode blessed you, don't keep it to yourself. Don't you dare be a gatekeeper. And I want you to remember to subscribe, like, and share it with somebody who needs to hear it. Because guess what? It's never too late to change. And don't forget to drop a comment below and tell me your biggest takeaway from this podcast. I would love to hear it. If you have any ideas or anything that you would like me to talk about, drop that as well. Guys, I say this every episode, and this episode is no different. You've got to do the work. Say it with me one time, dog. You've got to do the work because you can think about doing something day in and day out. But if you're not ready to walk what you talk, you're not ready to put the action behind your words, you're not going to win. And that's what we're here today. We're here today to make sure that it's always a win. It's always a win, honey. And it's going to always be a win with you when you do the work. So please do the work and keep searching for answers as to why you are overeating because there's a reason behind it. And when you're able to face the truth sets you free. And remember, you have to have a lifestyle, not just a quick diet. So if you had weight loss surgery, that comes with proper dieting after that as well, and proper exercise. Bottom line is, surgery is hard, and it takes a strong mindset to do that. Losing weight without surgery takes a strong mindset to do it. But the only way we can keep up the good work, maintain good health, is by having proper diet and exercise. That's what you're going to have to make a lifestyle of. So just go ahead and understand that because weight loss comes with work of the mind, the body, and the soul. It's always going to be the three that has to be connected. You've got this. You can do this. I love you. I see you. And I will see you here again next week at 6:15 a.m. sharp every Friday. Don't miss the next episode because it may be the episode you need to continue doing the work so that you can win in this game called life, baby. It's always a win. So meet me here so we can continue to win. I love you guys. See you next week.